Hey guys, I am going to do just like this mini review video today because I got a couple new things that I figured I would talk about. I'm gonna probably include these in the haul video that I'm about to film, but I figured they needed a little separate review, especially the primer that I'm gonna talk about. So, I was on Sephora. I don't think I've ordered from Sephora in like over a year now. I cannot remember, honestly, the last time I bought something from there because I went through a time of really crappy customer service with them, so I didn't order anything for a really long time, and I had a bunch of points saved up, and now they like changed their reward system so it's a little bit better. So for every 500 points you have, you get $10 off. But like if you have 1,000 points like I did, you can't use it for $20 off. You can only do $10 off per order, which I think is crappy. That shouldn't be that way. And you can't use it with any promo codes or anything, so that's no fun. But I wanted to get the free birthday gift, which I did the Milk Makeup one, mainly because I really wanted to try the Kush mascara, and that was included in here. So I'll probably talk about that more in my haul video. But I noticed that the KVD Beauty stuff, the KVD Beauty line had some new stuff. And they had this Shade and Light Neupop. This is one of the kitten minis, I guess, like one of the mini items that they have. But it's an eyeshadow palette that has 4 colors in it. And I just thought it was a really cute, like, one and done palette. I have it on my eyes today. I used all 4 of the colors. But what I didn't notice is that when you open it, it still has the Kat Von D branding on it, which is weird to me. So I don't know how long this has been around, if it was made when she still was part of the company, or if they just had a bunch of these palette components that they needed to use up, so they're still using stuff with her name on it. At any rate, it's the same plastic packaging as her other Shade and Light palettes, and it has a little mirror inside. Might be dirty because I've been using it all week trying to get a good feel for it, but the 4 colors are pretty solid colors. I have no issues with them. This, let me tell you the names here. The big one is New Wave, and it's a really creamy tan. Let me see. I haven't swatched like this in a while, but I didn't think that this warranted its own swatch video, so I'll just try to show it to you as best I can this way. That's what that one looks like. I used that a little bit in my crease to kind of blend stuff out. And it's really creamy and nice. It's not patchy. Pretty on par with all the other... I haven't technically bought a palette since it's been changed to KVD Vegan Beauty, but it's the same type of quality as all the other eyeshadow palettes that I own from the brand. This one is a matte coral, and that one's called Electro. So that one is also in my crease. That's the bright color that I used today. And then this really pretty purple shade is called Deep Tracks, and it's just a shimmery kind of medium purple color. Sorry, my camera keeps going out of focus. It's got almost like a pinky pearlescence to it when it hits the light. Oh, why do you not want to focus? My hand was still wet, so that's probably a crappy swatch, but that's what that one looks like. That is on my outer corner. And then the one that I used all over the lid is called Love Anthem. This one here. And this is just kind of an iridescent pink. Very pretty pearly color. I'm trying to make sure my hand isn't wet from the makeup wipe. You can see when the light hits it, it's pinky, but then it looks white. This is pretty close to one of the colors that was in the KVD Alchemist palette, I think, the one that was shaped like a triangle. So this is just a really cute palette to like grab and go, even though nobody's going anywhere right now. It's just a good one and done palette. Like you have everything you need in here to create a look. So I like that. I like that there's little pops of color in it. It's good for this time of year. Yeah, so the other thing, and this is the thing that I mainly wanted to make this video about, is the new KVD Shake Primer. I was very intrigued by this because I've never seen anything like this. I expected it to be bigger than this, but it's an eyeshadow primer, and it's separated, like it's black down here and just clear up here, and you're supposed to shake it. I have a lot of gripes with the packaging and the, like, just this in general because it separates so quickly. Where do I start? There's a little button on the bottom, and that's how you dispense it. So you have to shake it up, and then it's like a little glass dropper, and you're supposed to use 1 drop per eye. So when it comes out, it's just this weird, oily, gray. Oh, please focus. Hold on. Maybe if I stand up, you can see better. Oh, see, it's so, that's what I don't like about the application. Like you have to put it on your finger and then it just wants to roll off because it's like an oil. And that was another thing I was concerned about because I have very oily eyelids, but it said that it's like formulated for everyone. So I have had to put it to the test the past few days since getting it. So see, it's already separated again. So once you like apply it to one eye, you've got to put the cap back on, or I guess you could just put your finger over it, shake it up again, and then put another drop into your other eye. It takes a little bit to dry, which is kind of a pain. So you have to kind of pat that 1 drop per lid, because if you use any more, it's way too much. The 1 drop per lid, kind of leave your lid closed and let it dry, and then it's tacky. So it grabs the eyeshadow really well. I haven't had any issues with like blending and stuff with the shadows that I've used with it so far. And I am like super impressed that it doesn't crease on me. So I've had this makeup on for hours now, and I don't think I have any creasing. I haven't had any issues with it creasing yet, which is awesome because it's summertime, it's been really hot, and my eyelids will crease like crazy if I don't have a good primer. And usually, if you guys have followed me for a while, the only primer that has ever worked well for me is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one, and the Hard Candy one, which I believe they were or still are owned by Urban Decay, so it's pretty much like the same formula. But those were the only ones that ever worked for me, like ever since I started wearing makeup. And all the primers I've tried, those are the only ones that have worked and not creased. But this one, I'm very impressed with it that it's not creasing. It grabs, it's like a sticky base. It's clear, it doesn't go on gray or anything like it looks like it would. So I think that's a big selling point on it, is that it's clear and it doesn't make your eyelid look either white or like washed out before you put color on top of it. But I really like how it grabs the shadows and everything, and just super impressed that it doesn't crease on me. So the only thing that's a downside is that you have to constantly shake it, and it's kind of messy to apply. Like it just wants to roll off your fingers, so you have to be super, super gentle with it and putting the drops on. It is a tiny bottle, but you saw that little drop is all you need per eye, so this is going to last a while. If this sticks around, which I hope it does because it's a good product, I hope they change up the packaging and figure like a different way. Maybe, I don't know, I don't even know how you would do this. Maybe like a squeeze tube instead with a really tiny, tiny tip, so you could kind of just like squeeze a drop onto your eyelid. I don't know. I don't know how you would change the packaging for this, but I really like the product itself. So it's a really good product, kind of pain in the butt packaging if you ask me. I don't remember how much this was actually, and I was just gonna say I don't know where my phone is, but So the main reason I wanted to do a little review of this is because I only saw a handful of reviews on YouTube, and nobody told you about the wear time or anything, or like if it ended up creasing. They just did their makeup on camera and was like, yeah, it's good. So I wanted to let you know that yes, I have super oily eyelids and it does not crease on me, despite the fact that this looks like straight up oil. When you apply it to your eyes, it doesn't feel oily. It just kind of feels like you're putting a drop of water on your eyes. But then as it dries down, it gets sticky, so you can tell that it's creating a sticky base for your eyeshadows to stick to. How many times can I say sticky? So let me look up Shake Primer. I know that this was 19. And oh, the Shake Primer was 22. I didn't even realize that it was that much, because I had like gift cards and stuff and I paid like nothing for this order, but the Shake Primer is 22, so that's not cheap whatsoever. But how much do you get in here? It's 0.17 ounces, so it's a tiny little bottle, as you can see. I mean, it's not even as big as my hand, but you only need the tiniest bit, so I don't feel too bad about the size because this is going to last a long time. I just don't like that you gotta shake it, and then put some on your eye, and then shake it again because it separates, and if it separates, it's not going to work as well, obviously. So, really cool box. It just kind of mimics the product itself. It's the black oil stuff on the bottom. I don't even know what it is. It's just like magic in a little bottle. It says right on it, a little goes a long way. But see, even it's got the hashtag on here that it still says Kat Von D Beauty. So I don't know why they're still putting stuff with her name on it when it's not supposed to be. It's just KVD Vegan Beauty now. Anyway, I thought I would do a little review on that because I really like it. I just don't like the packaging of it. Like, I wish it was more convenient to use, because it's just, you have to be super careful with the tip of your finger because as soon as you move it wants to drip right off. But other than that, I really like the primer so far. So the eyeshadow palette, no issues with that. The primer, I really like it so far. And yeah, my makeup has been decent. If it's coming off a little here, it's because my eye was watering. I have an issue with my right eye watering all the time, but the primer itself is really good, and I recommend it if you can put up and have the patience with having to be very steady-handed when you go to apply it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and I will talk to you next time.